Hello beautiful people and welcome to another brand new episode on House at Home. My name is Lydia Ali and I'm your host. Now I hope you've all started your week on a good note. The House at Home team have put together another exciting episode for you all. Coming up, we celebrate and commemorate Anzac Day, a National Remembrance Day and the first landing of the Australia and New Zealand soldiers at Gallipoli. And later on the show, we visited the famous 4 Mile Craft Market here in the nation's capital. But before we get into all that good stuff, first up on our show is our Trukai segment. Now in this segment, we feature the Roots Cook-Off. This is to see who cooks the best recipe using PNG's favorite roots rice.
Roots rice. Emi way na life belong yumi. The Roots Cook-Off. Mipla salim talk lo public lo kam so im kala belongol lo cook one time roots rice. Papa, Mama, Barata, Susa, na Otambu too. All is silence na same time, all come boom one time, all same family. Sansia, looking Roots rice cook-off.
Hi everyone, my name's Jade. Today I'll be doing a Roots cook-off. I'll be beating my husband today. He thinks he's better than me, but I'm the reason why he's chubby.
Hi, I'm Himsin. Today I'll be challenging my wife in the Roots cook-off. She's saying that she's the reason why I'm chubby, but I am the reason why I'm chubby. Let's go.
This is not fair.
No, that's enough.
Since I don't have coconut, because my husband stole it, I'll be cooking fried rice using the Roots long grain rice.
Today I'll be cooking a cream pumpkin rice with Roots medium grain, and I'm gonna be stealing some chicken from my wife and cook with the leftover wedges.
Can you light the stove for me? Come and light the stove.
Just wait. I'll finish this one first.
You didn't even get the pumpkin.
What pumpkin?
Ha! He doesn't even know what he's doing.
I know what I'm doing. Just wait and it'll taste it.
I might get sick. Sorry. And the stove's not even on. Can you just light it first?
Light it yourself.
What are you gonna cook on? The fire? Is it working? How did you do that? What happened?
It's working. That's what happened.
Oops.
You should give me some chicken.
It's not allowed. You can't.
Well, you can.
Who told you?
I told myself.
Oops.
I should steal some chicken from here.
Oh, it's so
Just
funny.
wait.
Just go cook something there.
Okay, fine, I'll get that. Don't worry. Oh, good.
Honest, I'm almost done. Mine is gonna be ready to be served and you're still cooking. Can you light the stove for me?
You want me to help you?
Hi everyone, I'm Mom. I'm the judge for today's roots cook-off, and I'm going to be tasting Himsen's first. Rice. So I can taste the pumpkin in that. Good job, Himsen. We'll try Jade's. Oh wow, very nice. Let's decide on the winner, and the winner is Jade. I told you I was gonna make you chubby more. Yeah.
Welcome back to the show. If you've just joined us, you're watching House and Home, and I'm your host, Lydia Ali. Up next, we visited the famous craft market here in the nation's capital at 4 Mile. We had the opportunity to speak to a few people, and here's what they had to say about the products that they sell.
Marianne, mi big, mi belong Chambri Lake. Mi come na market long expo long 2015. Mi come start Bogota na. Mi sa working crab na mi sa beka market long. Crab market. Bilum mi come na place. All the sari mi come. Na all necklace, something mi bless abe buying all necklace. Mi sa iko come market. Sambalatan mi bless abe come. Sinta natin mi bless abe ko. Sambalatan all customer waka botem mi bless abe sadim sabdi na iko. Time the rain mi bless abe run away go white sanap. Mi bless a come back. Sambalo sabe iko mi bless abe market. One day rain mi bless abe ko. Mi bless a tinin baspi. Mi bless at baspi mi bless mas. Stop bas them na. Customer bless baspi mi bless ko. And no got na imi sabe kam time looking rainy come you bro no got place long aida mi bro sabe kon chet lo store or sabe rasu mi bro kam desa lei no good bla or sa rasu mi bro sabe to security no rasu mi bro ka mai ta so long rena mi bro stop mi bro ko wax
We start selling this or something in 1995. Sambla mi bla wako golo governor's office lo bili map good la house na working banis na because loyal tourists are afraid lo come na buy more something also afraid lo stealing money or pulling more bag or in car or this kind so also afraid na all sa kam like I'm 112 by come one time escort. Government must look lo bili ma ambla house or working banis. So that all customers free lo come inside or some gate staffs or security staffs all but free lo come inside na buy more something.
Disturbance kamablo dila abia all street vendors all street lines on Bua market phone sellers all outside these lines are disturbing this market so that Dominicans or one all white money in your side coming inside.
What they take is about some visa some past time was visa was 500 kina or 300 kina a day but now some crowded all street boys full up no okay all customers see no business come so maybe also come down 100 kina or 80 kina because plenty street man full up roadside na one.
Misa Salem, Misa Kisimanis, na supporting family school people all beginning, Kaike or some standard living blow, Miplalas. Mipla, no Nakanarla, Mipla Kisim, Loya, La Kisim Lo Place, Lo Access, Lo Place, Karam Kamlaya, Salem. Because place line working Sambla, Loya, working, Black Arkan, Bilum, basket, carvings, necklaces, or Sambla place line working, Sambla. One person cannot work in this kind of something. Different people work in different types. Own style blow, all own custom blow, working blow. So blow promoting this like culture not something blow and black and silent. Different you look around all the time blow or tourists look around all the time all pass or something like different culture blow.
Before Misa Salim all basket thread na bilum na Me sa making some line the place helping me. Misa ko kam la place misa auction ba. Yung election problem na bad na ako gi mouse na bad na all man run about adlaw. One man all man marina style place to adlaw help working tal kain basket or one. So now me lose the color place na. Me collecting okata ati one me only Sunday la Papua New Guinea. Ana san this lab civic but okay man put him white paint na or sort of asar madman. I like all sales all kind of painting blood symbol. All billion one style.
Mi playa di sawa ki earring, necklace. O di sabi buy something. September dance, September yes. And push swing. O di sabi buy something. Yes, summertime and one Mary o di sabi kisam coins na iko. One Mary and bibla chindo natin na iko.
Well, there you have it, viewers. You heard it first from our locals down at the 4 Mile Craft Market here in the nation's capital. It's quite hard for them to sell their products year in, year out. So if you're looking for simple gifts for your friends or family or a simple home decor for your home, you can head on down to 4 Mile and support our locals there. You're watching House and Home. Don't go away. When we come back, we have a special guest on the show. Anzac Day is a national day of remembrance in Australia and New Zealand that broadly commemorates all Australians and New Zealanders who served and died in wars, conflicts, and peacemaking operations, and the contribution of suffering of those who served. Observed on the 25th of April each year, Anzac Day was originally devised to honor members of Australia and New Zealand Army Corps who served in the Gallipoli campaign, their first engagement in the First World War. In Papua New Guinea, Anzac Day activities are of particular significance because of the prominent actions by the Allied forces during the Pacific Campaign in World War II. In commemoration of the day, countries hold dawn services and wheat laying ceremonies at wherever an official memorial is located. For Papua New Guinea, these memorials are at Bomana, Alotau, Rabaul and Lae, to name a few. Anzac Day is not a time for glorification but for solemn reflection. The sight of many graves reminds us of the terrible costs of war. According to the New Zealand history, thousands lost their lives during the Gallipoli campaign. To this day, Australia and New Zealand also mark the events of the 25th of April. Among the dead were 2,779 New Zealanders, about 1 in 6 of those who served in Gallipoli. They may have ended the war in military defeat, but for many New Zealanders, then and since, the Gallipoli landing signaled that New Zealand was becoming a distinct nation, even as it fought on the other side of the world in the name of the British Empire. Anzac Day was first observed in 1916. The day has gone through many changes since. The ceremonies that are held at war memorials up and down New Zealand and Australia, and in places where Australians and New Zealanders gather overseas, are modeled on military funeral and remain rich in tradition and ritual. Welcome back to the show. Now, before we wrap things up, we have our Pick a Book of the Month. Now, this month's Pick a Book is a whole lot different and very special. We have the author herself here with us to tell us about her book. I'd like to take the opportunity to introduce our guest today, a high-energy, driven, and passionate woman, a former airline pilot and having her name urged in the aviation industry as Papua New Guinea's first Virgin Australia Airlines pilot, and the second female pilot in Papua New Guinea. Now an online business and mindset coach, high-performance motivational speaker, and a self-development author. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Lydia Clancy.
First of all, my name's Lydia Clancy, as Lydia, my namesake, has introduced. And I come from Southern Highlands Province. I'm the first of 7 children. My parents were teachers back in Southern Highlands, and I pretty much had a bit of a traveling lifestyle, because as a kid, my dad's older brother was the first diplomat in Papua New Guinea. So that allowed me to travel everywhere with him as a kid. So I suppose I was very independent from a really young age. I was 3 years old when I was sent away. So I believe that's what caused this independence of mine, and the passion for just getting out there and doing anything that I wanted to do. That gave me the advantage. I think that was the advantage that I had, first of all, that allowed me to do that. So, but anyways, I traveled everywhere with my uncle. When I was about 80 years old, I came back, went back to Mendi, where my parents were. They're both teachers by profession. And I just literally just moved around with them everywhere. And then later on, my uncle was posted to Philippines again, so I went there as well as a teenager, came back, and then went to Mendi High School. And so for me, my backstory was I'm an ex-airline pilot, did that for 2 decades, and was the first Papua New Guinean to be an airline pilot with Virgin Australia as well. I did that. At the time, I never knew that there was no other Papua New Guinean with them. I've always wanted to encourage people as well. That's my other big passion. Even because I come from a family of lots of children, I'm the one, encouraging and motivating and inspiring, and I just thought, wow, I'd love to do this on a big. And whenever I was around anyone, my friends, they're like, oh, wow, thank you, Lydia, you just lifted me up. Or when I'm flying with other pilots, they'd be down, and then I'd inspire them, and they're like, oh, thanks, Lydia. I'm thinking, wow, I'm actually good at this. Because we tell ourselves we're good in something and we're not good in other things. That's really bad, because our mind is always listening. And it's very powerful. Our words are powerful. Whatever you say over yourself, it'll come true, because you're speaking it over yourself. So it's bad as it is, the whole world and everybody else talking down on you. You've got to be the one that's speaking life into yourself, So I started switching that around, and I'm like, instead of agreeing with everybody and saying, oh yeah, I'm not good in anything else except flying airplanes, I switched that, and I said, no. I am a fantastic encourager. I have a purpose. I'm meant to be here to do something greater, not just fly airplanes. See, I used to think that flying airplanes was my big calling. From high school to all the way 20, 30 years, it was airline pilot. And then it changed. My goals changed. So my goal now is inspiring people globally on a global platform, getting there with the likes of Tony Robbins, sitting there with Oprah. I mean, our stories are unique, all of us. So we've got something to share with everybody. And so that led me to write this book. And in this book, Be Happy About Tomorrow, is basically tips, mechanisms, tools that I've used myself as a PNG girl coming from a Melanesian male-dominated culture, where we are still getting out of that stereotype idea that women cannot do fly airplanes, women can't be an engineer. We're still getting, or even in CEO positions and all of that, female prime minister, why not? Deputy prime minister, why not? We're still getting out of that stigma, that mindset. So for me, it's everything that I've gone through, stories and tools that I've used on how to really stop worrying about what other people says about you. Get out there and live your fullest dreams, because I don't want to bring this to a sad ending, but we die a long time. We're here for a short time. And we are all spiritual beings, because we come from God, the God of Israel. And so we are a spirit being having a human experience. So we are limitless. So don't let somebody else say, you're not good enough, you can't. That's their opinion of you. It's okay. So for me, I say, once I tell you my truth, like now that I've told my story, your perception of me is none of my business after that. I'm just here being, a voice, a vessel. And the message I want to, bring across is to say to everybody is there is hope. There is hope. And it starts with you and it starts with me. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter if you've had a really bad traumatizing childhood. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're in a traumatizing abusive relationship, whatever. Like if you keep playing the victim, because I'm speaking about myself. I was playing the victim for so long, and that kept me there. See, they say where energy goes, energy grows. Where energy goes, your intention grows as well. So if you just stay in the victim mindset, you're wasting your energy in that energy, in that place. And then you don't have enough energy to do that thing to make you better. So we say, use your energy that's causing you to be sad, use that energy that's causing you to be angry, all those energy you have, use it to make you a better person, to get you there. Don't use anger to take revenge and do something bad. No, use anger to work towards your goal of making you better. So this book is basically, the audience is for those people, men, women, kids, anybody literally who is ready right now to change their lives, and you are ready to be unapologetic, get out there, take action, and not worry about if that person's going to say this or that, and don't worry about how it's going to happen or what do I have to do. All you want is a change right now. Like, I want to do something right now. If you want to do that, mechanisms, strategies, tips are in this book to help you. I've also got, like, if you want to get healthy and you want to eat healthy, stay healthy, how do you get rid of stress, exercise, food, all that kind of stuff. I've got a few stuff in there as well. So it's a good book to have for kids in high schools especially, or in any educational institution. I believe there's a lot of educational stuff in there for kids as well to learn from. So yeah, and when you're doing that, living your life by intention, with intention, you become happier. So that's what it means, being happier ultimately in 24 hours. So yeah, for those of you that want to follow along with me and want to continue on listening to me talk about inspiration, motivational tips, because I do a lot more apart from this, you can come onto my Instagram handle. So that's just www.instagram.com and then / Lydia A. Clancy, just all in lower key. And so you can come there. I'm also on Facebook as well. It's just the same thing, facebook.com / Lydia A. Clancy. Yeah, just Lydia Clancy on Instagram and Facebook. For those people that want to, there's a surprise. If you come to Instagram and send me a hello, like a smiley face, I've got 2 free books to give to you. So you'll be the lucky ones to get my 2 free books. You'll be the first people actually in Papua New Guinea, because this book here is available only in Australia and on Amazon, yeah. So it's available globally on Amazon, but in Papua New Guinea, because I want to help my people here, my beloveds here in PNG, I've got books here on hand. And for anybody who comes onto my Instagram handle, the first 2 people, I'll be giving this for free. And you want to get your hands on this. This is nice and hot, like it just come from Australia. I literally got this from Australia a few days ago. And for the next 10 people, I'll give you like a 10% discount as well. So what it is you just message me and I'll send you out the payment link, and then it'll be postage paid, okay, for the first 10 people. I'll pay for the postage and all of that. Wherever you are in the country, I'll send it to you. Only for the 10 people. The first 2 people will get it for free on Instagram. The next 10 people there'll be a discount, and I'll pay for the postage myself. Yeah, so that is the surprise there. And yeah, follow me on Instagram and on Facebook for my masterclass as well. You don't want to miss out, because people globally are going to be on that masterclass, from America, from New Zealand, Africa, London, Sweden, everywhere. So yeah, get in there, and I'd love to see you. I'd love to see my country people, educating themselves and working on our mindsets, because if you work on your mindset, that's the first change. The first thing is you realizing that you need help. And what I see is we've got to first acknowledge that there's something wrong with us. And once you acknowledge that, the rest is easy. And then you humble yourself, and then get out there and ask for help. But I'm here offering my help. And so, yeah, that's how you can contact me. And I hope I am an inspiration to everyone out there. And yeah, please do follow me, and don't be a stranger.
And that is all we have for you for this week's episode on House and Home. Thank you all so much for your company, and we hope you truly enjoyed the lineup. On behalf of the House and Home team and I, enjoy the rest of your week, keep smiling, be kind to one another always, and we'll see you next week Tuesday right here on House and Home.